Plants have developed the ability to make potent neurotoxins to protect themselves against grazing animals. One of the class of these molecules are called alkaloids, and alkaloids are directed at the physiology of other organisms, specifically to prevent animals from grazing on them, and these provide survival advantages for the plants. When animals consume these plants with these high levels of alkaloids in them, they suffer strange symptoms such as breathing irregularity, muscle weakness, and shaking. And in extreme doses, these chemicals can lead to paralysis, seizures, and even death. Among these alkaloids are substances such as nicotine, which can cause Parkinson's-like syndromes in animals, including in horses. And alkaloids are made by large numbers of plants. Certain potatoes, for example, and other plants in the nightshade family produce toxic alkaloids known as solanum-type steroidal alkaloids. This is why we shouldn't eat potatoes with green in them. You cut those little nubs off of the potatoes because those can contain some toxic chemicals. In fact, alkaloids can be very toxic even in relatively low amounts. Even eating a half a pound of tobacco can kill a horse, for example, although in the wild, animals almost never ever will take a toxic dose of this. They're just way too intelligent and have more sophisticated ways of understanding what they're eating than I think we are aware of a lot of the time. And it's only in overcrowded farming conditions where animals are compelled to feed without restraint that they can consume too many of these plants to the point of death. Alkaloids make a lot of molecules that a lot of us are aware of. I mentioned nicotine. They also make morphine, which is part of the opiate family, which is a plant. Opium is a plant, in case you might not have been aware of that. And another alkaloid called quinine is actually very helpful for malaria, and that comes from the cinchona tree. Also, chili peppers, that hot sensation we get from chili peppers comes from capsaicin. Capsaicin interacts very specifically with some of our receptors that affect pain and inflammation, and also can help boost metabolism. So this is some of the reason why some of the topicals, especially like the tiger balm, can have a heating sensation from that capsaicin. It creates anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects. And even though another alkaloid known as psilocybin doesn't come from plants, it comes from mushrooms, specifically magic mushrooms, as the colloquial term is called. The mushroom will also use this alkaloid to discourage others from grazing. But we also know now from new studies, many new human studies, that sometimes this psilocybin can have beneficial effects when taken under the right circumstance, including to help humans with the results of trauma and drug abuse and drug addiction. Hope that you are enjoying these videos. I'm Dr. Jake Felice. Thank you so much for listening. Hope that you're having a great day. Cheers.